All right, hi and good morning. And to continue with trend, I'm also going to continue to give a PowerPoint, so I apologize for death by PowerPoint. But good morning, my name is Stephanie Brown. I'm the new coordinator for the Western Regional Center, and I'm really excited to share with you what we've been working on over the past few months. So we've had a lot going on, so just to keep it brief, I'm going to talk about 4 different things today. First off is going to be who I am and why you're going to keep seeing my name in emails in your inbox. Our add-on peer review process, which is one of the major objectives for our region. Our annual meeting, which is coming up in May, so if anybody's looking for a cool vacation, I hear New Mexico's great, you should consider joining us. And we're also going to be hosting a professional development workshop with the Produce Safety Alliance. Excuse me. So as I said, I'm the new Western Regional Center coordinator. I started in September of 2019. Before that, I was at UConn doing work on my PhD, so go Huskies, excited to be back among friends and family here. So what does it mean to be a coordinator? Well, I coordinate things. What that means is I do a lot of communicating. Before last month, we didn't have social media. Our website hadn't really been updated in about 2 years. And if you look at our logo, we've got a lot of states and ground to cover. It almost looks like half of the continental U.S. That's because we've got 13 states and 2 territories out in the Pacific Ocean that we've got to worry about. So a big part of what we need to be doing as we move forward is communicating and letting our stakeholders know what's actually going on. And to do that, we've incorporated social media. We also have updated our website, and we're doing newsletters on a monthly basis now. What we also do is I help with tracking the PSA and PCQI trainings. As discussed before, those awesome evaluations, where do they go? They all come to my office, and then I get to catalog them. And then I also work on the add-on peer review development process, and I'm excited to be sharing what's that going to look like moving forward and how that's getting integrated into the clearinghouse. So as I said, we've updated our website. It looks really new, and we have more changes coming. We're meeting with our team this week so that we can get better tracking in Google Analytics as inspired by your awesome region and how much data you've collected. We're going to be doing the same thing moving forward. So this is what our resource page looks like now, but that's going to be changing. This is where we post updates from all of our FSOP projects and other things that people in our region have been developing. Again, we also have a page dedicated to our annual meeting and our summary. So last year's meeting was in Portland, Oregon, and we have all of our updates from what was done at that meeting. And finally, as I said, we have social media. Please follow us. We're really excited to share what's going on at other regional centers. We're excited to be sharing what's going on at our regional center and with our collaborators. So if you'd like to see more, please follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook may be coming as well, so stay tuned. Okay. So the most anticipated and excited proposed add-on peer review process. So as mentioned earlier today, all of the regional centers have been tasked with different objectives, and this is one of our major ones, is to develop a peer review process for our add-on materials. So as we were starting to develop this process, one of the biggest questions that came up were, what's an add-on even mean? So we've defined it as any material that in addition to standardized curricula are developed and delivered pre-course, during a course, or post-course as a standalone option. So this could mean things like fact sheets, it could be different webinars, different trainings, and we're gonna include all of this on the Food Safety Resource Clearinghouse, as you can see by the logo in the bottom. So we've been working really hard with the team here at NECAFS to be getting this system up in play, and we're gonna talk about some proposed timelines, what this process looks like, and what it means for you. So if anybody's been wondering who's kind of vetting that information that's going on the Food Safety Resource Clearinghouse, is there some kind of review process? This is what this is aiming to do. So this process will take place in 3 steps. You have the request stage, the quality check stage, and the peer review stage. So we're hoping to troubleshoot this in about April and launch it this summer, but we hope this process is only going to look like 5 to 6 weeks once information has been received, and get it turned around to say it's been accepted, maybe there needs to be some changes, or this maybe isn't something that needs a peer review designation. So I apologize in advance, this is going to be a really busy slide, but we're going to walk through what this add-on process is actually going to look like. So in the peer review request stage, you as the submitter is the person who would prepare and upload all of this content that's going to be up for review into the clearinghouse. So you're going to ask yourself, before you even go through the whole process, does your content even qualify as an add-on? Is it alternative curricula that maybe is looking to be taught alongside PSA? So would you even consider that? And again, we've got this definition of add-on materials. So if not, don't even fill out the process. You're fine. Just work on filling it out in the clearinghouse, or maybe you need to talk to the North Central region about getting it through the alternative curricula review process. But if so, and you want to continue with the peer review process, just fill out the form. Then it goes through our quality check step. Right now, there will be editors, which will probably consist of me and my supervisor, Giovanna. We will use this peer review checklist form to basically review to make sure that you filled out the form completely. Did you fill out all the information properly? Did you leave something blank? Were you supposed to have an attachment or a fact sheet, and the fact sheet didn't come with it? So before we involve other facilitators and reviewers, we're going to do a quality check step for you. So is the form complete? If not, we're going to send it back and ask you to complete it. But if so, then we send it on to regional facilitators, and those will be the people that are responsible within your region to help find good reviewers. So in the Western Regional Center, we already have a bank of subject matter experts that would be really qualified to look at your material and give it the review that it deserves. And we hope that this process will only take a week as well. So once the facilitators have identified reviewers, then they have to decide, did they actually get a yes or no? And if not, they're going to have to find another reviewer for you. But if yes, we finally get to go to the peer review step. So hopefully that will only take about 2 weeks to occur, maybe shorter, that's the hope. But as we go through this process, we'll modify as needed. So for the peer review process, we're going to have at least 2 to 3 reviewers. These are subject matter experts that are on the content that are provided for the add-on. So for example, let's say you've submitted a worksheet on biological soil amendments. We want to make sure that people that have researched or really work well or know these biological soil amendments are actually reviewing your material. So this will probably take about 3 to 4 weeks. I don't know about you guys, but my calendar is already booking up and we all get pretty full. So just like for a journal or other peer review process, it's going to take a little bit of time to go through that. And then finally, that reviewer is going to complete a form. We've called it our review form, really catchy name. They're going to do it within 3 weeks of that invitation to review so we can get that material turned around for you, and then they will decide what's going to happen. So one of 3 things can occur. It'll either be rejected, which we highly doubt is going to happen, requires revision, so maybe some things need to be tweaked or language change or something needs to be formatted so that it can be added properly to the Food Safety Resource Clearinghouse, or it can be approved. And once approved, it's going to have a stamp of peer review designation and will be uploaded into that Food Safety Resource Clearinghouse. So one of the questions we got at the Southern Center meeting is, if for some reason this gets rejected, will it be uploaded into the clearinghouse or not? And we've talked about it will still be uploaded into the clearinghouse, it just won't have that peer review designation on it. So what we hope this overall process is going to look like, we have started to work on integrating these components into the Food Safety Resource Clearinghouse. These include all of those awesome forms that we talked about. And we're going to have a new set of options that are already in your existing profile and for new accounts for the clearinghouse. That's going to depend on your user role. So if you're going to end up being a reviewer, for instance, you need to have different options available to you in the clearinghouse instead of just setting up a whole new profile. So we're hoping that transition is going to go pretty smooth. Between April and May, we're hoping to actually test run the peer review process with some resources that have already been created to see where there are bumps in the road. Is there any issues with just the uploading? Are reviewers taking too long? So we need to test run that before we let you guys have at it. And then our goal is in June and July to have add-ons ready for submission for review. So to quickly transition out of that, we're having our 4th annual meeting this year in Las Cruces, New Mexico at our convention center there. It'll be held on May 12th and 13th. The deadline to register will be April 15th, and this is really just to make sure that we get hotel rooms secured. The cost is only going to be about $150, and hotel information, our draft agenda, which just got approved yesterday, that's all going to be on the registration website. And we're also holding at the same time a professional development workshop with the Produce Safety Alliance. This is going to be a 1-day skill building workshop that's going to be used to generate interest in that advanced training that Keith just talked about. Our goal is to make sure that this is not a duplication of any material that you get in the advanced training. So if you've already attended that advanced training or you're looking to get it in the future, this 1-day workshop would be additional materials that wouldn't duplicate. So you could go to both and learn so many more awesome things and get lots of hands-on activities. The registration for this is only going to be $50. And the final agenda, it's to be determined, but we're meeting on Friday with Donna and Connie at PSA. So we're hoping to get that information out to you very, very soon. And with that, I thank you so much for your time. As you'll see, we have a new email at workcaps@Oregon State. Please feel free to contact either myself or Giovanna through that. We also are updating our website constantly, so please check that out for more resources. And connect with us on social media. We'd love to hear from you. And with that, thank you for your time and attention.